Every time founders and investors sit down at the table, there's friction boiling under the surface. Endless back and forths, delays that stretch for months, legal fees that bleed your budget dry, promises that vanish into thin air. How many deals have fallen apart because trust was missing? Because that paper contract felt like a gamble with no safety net? You know the frustration all too well. The system is slow, opaque, and utterly broken. It's a killer for vision, for momentum, for the hunger to build something real. But what if it didn't have to be this way? What if there was a way to cut through the noise, eliminate the doubt, and create agreements so airtight and automatic they can't be bent or broken? Smart contracts are not just tech buzzwords. They are the weapon against stagnation and mistrust. Imagine a world where funding isn't tied up in layers of lawyers or hung on human promises that fade. Where every dollar, every clause, every milestone is coded into an unbreakable, transparent chain everyone can see, but no one can manipulate. This isn't sci-fi. This changes the game completely. If you're a founder struggling with investors who can't be bothered or are slow to move, smart contracts turn that pain into power. They force clarity. They force accountability. Because when the system pays out automatically upon hitting targets, guess what? You stop wasting months on chasing signatures and start building. Investors get comfort knowing their stake is locked until the agreed progress happens. No more, he said, she said, just cold, hard trust wired into code. But here's what most people miss. Using smart contracts isn't just swapping paper for digital. It demands ruthless precision. You have to know exactly what you want to achieve, how milestones work, and how to slice funding logically. Get this wrong, and you're stuck with rigid deals that strangle flexibility. Nail it, and you unlock a whole new class of partnerships where every move is measurable, every risk minimized, and every reward real. This is how the future of funding looks. Fast, transparent, and built on respect for performance over empty promises. Angel investors and founders, listen up. It's time to stop accepting the old, slow, clunky ways. Dig deep into your deal structures. Break them down into components that can be coded. Think smaller, bite-sized goals that trigger automated payments. This demands discipline. Cut the fluff, demand clarity, and hold everyone to what matters. That's how new trust is forged. And here's the kicker. Smart contracts tear down borders. No longer do you need to worry about complicated cross-country legal hurdles. The code enforces the deal no matter where you are. That means widening your circle of investors way beyond the usual suspects. Use this. Create networks that connect founders hungry for capital with investors, eager for transparency and growth. Build ecosystems where feedback loops are real-time, where collaboration happens seamlessly, and where capital flows fluidly because it's all governed by rules everyone agrees on and no one can betray. This isn't some airy dream. This is the edge that angel investors and founders cannot afford to ignore. If you want out of the rat race of endless fundraising hells, this is your weapon. Now some will push back. But the real world is messy, they say. People need flexibility. Sure, no contract is perfect. But smart contracts don't kill nuance. They force you to design your deal smarter, to think proactively about risks and rewards, to build in exit triggers and adjustments that are automatic, fair, and transparent. If the old guard is devolving into chaos and distrust, smart contracts are the tidy blueprint for a new era, defined not by illusions, but by results. The power rests in your hands to change the narrative altogether. Adopt these tools with discipline and design your funding rounds with the precision of a master craftsman. Demand transparency. Insist on measurability. Insist on speed and fairness. Because anyone who uses smart contracts right is no longer stuck begging for capital. They're taking it on their terms, growing fast, earning respect, and creating value that no bureaucracy can smother. So founders, investors, and leaders who refuse to settle for the system's lies, it's time. Time to crush doubt. Time to rewrite funding rules with smart contracts. Step into this future where trust is built into code, where your vision meets capital instantly, and where you no longer beg for deals but command them. This isn't about technology. This is about reclaiming your freedom as creators and builders. Build with clarity, invest with conviction, and together break the old chains that have kept innovation hostage for far too long. Start now. Your future depends on it.